Good evening, students. Welcome to class. Today, we will discuss innovative method of teaching. Some of our most inspiring and unforgettable movies are of teacher and professor who use innovative method of teaching to reach out to the mind of the student and win the heart of the audience. While doing so, while a few years ago one world only see such innovative and effective teaching on the screen. Today, technology has given teachers across the world a number of tools enhance teaching method. Today, we will discuss some new innovative technology and some other uh, innovative method in our today lecture. First, we will discuss the learning objective of this lecture. The student will be able to comprehend the concept of innovative method of teaching. A student will be able to analyze and understand the innovative method of teaching. A student will be able to know the importance of innovative method of teaching. A student will be able to know the comprehend the characteristics of innovative method of teaching. A student will be able to know the types of innovative method of teaching. The social science subject encompasses diverse concern of society and include a wide range of content drawn from the discipline of history, geography, political science, economics, and sociology. Social science teaching needs to be revitalized towards helping the learner acquire knowledge and skill in an interactive environment. In order to make the process of learning participative, there is a need to shift from mere imparting of information to debate and discussion. This approach to learning will keep both the learner and teacher alive to social realities. The social science curriculum over the past year has changed drastically, both in the content and methodology also. It is how it is it has often been noticed that there is an increasing gap between the promise made in the curriculum and what is happening at the level of the children preparation. Teaching should be seen as an opportunity for teacher and student learn together, thus developing democratic culture with institutions. There are many useful teaching methods to support effective teaching in social science to keep children motivated and fully occupied, but there is a No single method of teaching will fit all the learning situations. Therefore, to make the learning of social science more enjoyable and effective, there is a need for innovation in teaching method. Crossover teaching. The learning happen in an informal setting such as a after school learning club or trip to museum exhibition. The teacher can link the educational content with the experiences that the students are having. This method is based on doing some hands on experiment and activities. The student become active learner rather than the passive recipients of information. The children are provided the opportunity to explore by their own so that they learning become joyful and long lasting. By visiting to museum, student may explore the local surrounding and observe the activity of artisan communication engaged in different craft using local scale and materials. The visit provide them opportunity to uh, come on common platform, come on common platform to interact, experiment, craft, and perform uh, according to their age, aptitude, and ability, and offer a barrier free environment with immense possibility of innovation. This teaching is further enhanced and dependent by adding questions related to the subject. The student can then add to the classroom discussion through field trip notes, through photography, through projects and other group assignments related to the trip. So adding this discussion, uh, question, photograph, project, or assignment, the crossover teaching give more result. Teaching through smart boards. Nowadays, this equipment is very popular and very demanding in all school. Smart board are an effective way to bring the classroom to life while helping student experiences a deeper level of engagement and understanding. This is done by making the course content interactive and visual. The smart board transfer the teaching experiences into an interactive and collaborative experiences As the teacher use dynamic multimedia content to help convey the topic more effectively to the student and the making it visual engaging experiences. Teaching through Philippine classroom. Flipping the classroom has become an increasingly popular effective teaching method. In this technique, the students are made active participation of the learning process by passing the ones of learning on them. It requires the teacher to relegate to the role of resources provider, and the student take responsibility of gathering concept information. In this technique, we use various tools of technology. The students are encouraged to constructing knowledge, fill in the information gap, and make inferences on their own as and we needed. So, and this technique, a student constructing his or her knowledge, they fill the information gap and make their in references in their own and own style also. This method of teaching is one of the best way to lay the foundation in the independent learning. Teaching through collaboration. Teaching involve encouraging student collaboration for various projects. Today we live in globalized world and collaboration is an essential life skill that is important for all careers and enterprises. Teacher can help foster these skills in the classroom by allowing students to learn, study, and work in a group. Assigning group homework or encouraging students to work together on plays, presentation, and other reports. Project method is one of the best example of teaching through collaboration, and the role play also example of collaboration. Today, collaboration as a form of teaching is gaining acceptance as a powerful teaching tool where once again the responsibility is on the group of student or the educator play to the role of guide, mentor, supervisor, philosopher, or we can say facilitator for the students. It is also teacher student empathy, negotiation skills, teamwork, and problem solving. Teaching through virtual reality. Virtual reality technology involves helping students learn through interaction with a 3D world. For instance, instead of taking the student through a boring history class, the teacher can use 3D technology to explore ancient civilization, travel to the distinct countries for a class in a geography, or even take a trip to outer space during a class on science. Virtual reality technology offers students a valuable opportunity to learn in a impressive manner that create a lasting impression on their minds. It makes learning fun and help the student retain the material for a longer time. All the essential points we considering effective teaching method in a classroom. Teaching through 3D painting technology. Teacher looking for innovative method of teaching can also look at 3D printing as a means of teaching. This method is fast gaining global acceptation, especially in higher educational institutes where 3D printers are used to create prototypes and make complex concepts easy to understand. In the lower classroom, teacher can use the 3D printer to each content that was the previously taught via textbooks, thus helping students gain a better understanding of the concept. Teaching through cloud computing. Cloud computing is one such method where teacher can save vital classroom resources such as a lesson plan, notes, audio lesson, videos, and assignment detail on the classroom cloud. This can then be the accessed by the student from the comfort of their home whenever needed, bringing the classroom back to the student with the click on the mouse. In this pandemic period, cloud computing helping in all our world for learning. It is also ensure that the students who have missed class either for illness or any other reason stay updated at all times. It eliminates the need for logging around heavy textbooks and allow students to learn at a time and place. Debate and discussion. In this method, we are not using new technology. This is the oldest way, but it is very important for learning long lasting and learning by expressing their view on a particular topic. This method involves the use of small group of students where each group will have a leader who initiates the discussion of the issue or subject matter. Students are more active than the teacher where this method is used. Every member of the group is given equal opportunity or chance of making contribution to any discussion. Dramatization method. This method is based on learning by doing method. This is one of the most effective method of simulating the student in what they learn. It is a natural way by which students express freely their understanding of the life around them. This method allows for a great deal of environment and participation by the student physically, emotionally, and mentally. The students who are less active in academic work can also be engaged in this activity. This will provide them the opportunity to create a sense of belonging. Social science lab. Well equipped social science lab not only help in creating and maintaining a much needed congenial atmosphere for effective learning. It provides a work room for a student teacher because activities and the practical solution of the problem characterize every unit or topic. The permanent display of information, map and globes, picture and chart, and constant reference to them by teaching in short to make the teaching of social studies effective, lively, and interesting. Library. Effective teaching of social science is crucially linked of the efficient functioning of the school library and of the teacher who are trained to use the resources than the library provides. It is a major resource center for learning activity. The library is therefore set aside to meet the appetite for learning and to feed the hunger for understanding. A student can be assigned to read some items in the library to broaden their understanding of what the teacher has taught in the classroom. Brainstorming. The term was popularized by Alex Osborne, developed the originally approach and published in its book Applied Imagination. The book was published in 1953. Brainstorming is a group activity techniques by which efforts are made to find conclusion for a specific problem by gathering a list of ideas spontaneous contributed by its member. Brainstorming combines a relaxed informal approaches to problem solving with the literal thinking. Brainstorming is a strategy used to generate a number of ideas to help solve a particular problem. It encourages people to come with the thought and idea that can at first seems a bit crazy. During brainstorming session, people should avoid criticizing, providing ideas. Evaluate idea at the end of the session. This is the time to explore solution further using conventional approaches. Role play. Role play is an educational method in which pupil spontaneously act out problem of human relation and analyze the problem with the help of other role players and observers. The self concept is the best change through direct involvement in a realistic and life related problem situation rather than the hearing about such situation from others. Creating a teaching situation that lead to change of self concept require a distinct organization pattern. A role play should be stimulated to think and should not be an escape from discipline or learning. Role play also based on learning by doing concept. It is one of the participatory method in a student learn through involvement in a particular drama or particular role play. Project method. Project method is one of the modern method of teaching in which the student point of view is given importance in designing the curricula and content of study. This method is based on the philosophy of pragmatism and the principle of learning by doing. In this strategy, people perform constructive activity in a natural condition. A project is a list of real life that has been be imparted into the school. It demands work from the pupils. It takes the student beyond the wall of the classroom. It carried out in a natural setting, thus making learning realistic and experimental. Project method also one method of collaboration method. Creative teaching. Take the help of tool to stimulate creativity. Include playful games or form of visual experiences that will excite young mind and capture their interest. This is a time tested method to identify every young student's creative ability and encourages creative contribution. Bring aspect of creativity into all your subject, be in mathematics, science or history. Think of way to develop their creative ideas, encourages different idea, give them freedom to explore. Real world learning. Influencing real world experiences in your instruction will make teaching moment fresh, enrich, and classroom learning. Relating and demonstrating through real life situation will make the material easy to understand and easy to learn. It will spark their interest and get the children excited and involvement. Storyboard teaching. Storyboard boarding is a great way to teach any subject which require a step-by-step memorization and visualization, highly conceptual ideas. History teacher can use a storyboard to recreate a famous event. Such visual stimulating activity will ensure that even complex ideas are easily put across to students. You can also encourage the use of storyboards as a form of communication, and let the student tell a story in a picture using their imagination. The summary and conclusion of our lecture. Many teaching method and resources available to teach social science subjects. There is the need to select appropriate methods to achieve the desired objectives. The resources can be determined by what is available and relevant to the student age, ability, and interest. It is also obvious that no signal method of learning can be adequately fit all learning situations. However, it should be noted that is no best method of teaching social science, but combination of the other method would definitely help in achieving the desired instructional objective. So always use your teaching method, the age of a student, ability of student, interest and student, and also the resources available. Uh, these are the references you should go through for more informative knowledge. Now, the time of MCQ. The project method of teaching is best associated with the philosophy of you have uh, four options: John Dewey, Max Ribert, B.F. Skinner. So choose appropriate answer and send your answer through in my comment box. Which of the following is true about project method? It is impractical. It promotes the coordination of the physical and mental activity of the child. It does not give freedom to work to children. It is not psychological. MCQs number 3. A good drama does not include, you have four options: interesting story, alive dialogues, very long play, subject full of feeling. MCQs number 4. Which is not the objective of drama or role play? Option A, recreation and enjoyment. Option B, development of social skill. Option C, development of scale of conversation. Option D, do make rehearsals. Choose appropriate answer. Which of the following are benefit of brainstorming when compared a nominal group technique? Option A, brainstorming is more fun. Brainstorming can create a positive organization climate. Brainstorming can encourage talented and highly skilled employees to remain in a organization. All of the above. Give your answer in my comment box. MCQs number 6. Group thinking can be competed in which of the following way? Option A. The team leader could without hold his or her viewpoint during team discussion. The devil advocate role could be assigned to a specific team member. Team member could engage in a consequences building training, both A and B. The goal of teaching is to give information, to involve pupil in activities, to impart knowledge. D. Desire change in the behavior. So, what is the basic purpose of teaching? The rule of presenting the content to make them easy or called option A. Method of teaching, maxim of teaching, technique of teaching, teaching strategies. Give appropriate answer. Thank you, student. Listening me carefully and send your answer in my comment box.